It started as a quiet weekend that no one outside one family noticed, but within hours, it turned into a mystery that left police deeply concerned, and a nationally known TV host pleading for answers. Savannah Guthrie's mother didn't just disappear. Investigators now believe something far more disturbing may have happened. At first, there was nothing obviously wrong. Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, was last known to be at her home near Tucson, Arizona. No frantic calls, no signs of panic, just silence. But when she failed to show up for church the next morning, something she never missed, alarm bells went off fast. Family members realized this wasn't like her at all. And that's when everything changed. Police were contacted, expecting a routine missing persons search. But once deputies arrived at the home, they noticed details that didn't sit right. Nancy hadn't packed belongings. Her car was still there. There was no note, no sign she planned to go anywhere. And for an elderly woman with limited mobility, that raised immediate red flags. Investigators quickly ruled out the idea that she simply wandered off. Then came the moment that shifted the case entirely. Authorities announced they no longer believed Nancy left voluntarily. In fact, they said the evidence suggested she may have been taken from her home, possibly in the middle of the night. What started as a search suddenly became something much more serious. The house was officially treated as a crime scene, and the tone of the investigation turned urgent. Inside the home, investigators discovered biological evidence that was immediately sent for testing. Reports later confirmed blood was found inside the house, adding a chilling layer to the case. While police have been careful not to reveal too many details, they made one thing clear: this wasn't random. Something happened inside that home, and they believe Nancy was still there when it did. What makes the situation even more troubling is Nancy's condition. She's described as mentally sharp but physically frail. She requires daily medication. She doesn't move easily or quickly. Police stressed that she could not have gone far on her own, and without medication, every hour mattered. This wasn't just a disappearance, it was a race against time. As the investigation intensified, Savannah Guthrie broke her silence. In an emotional public message, she asked people to pray for her mother's safe return. There was no dramatic statement, no media performance, just a daughter clinging to hope while facing every parent's worst nightmare. Behind the familiar smile viewers see every morning was a family in crisis. The response was immediate. Fans, viewers, and colleagues flooded social media with messages of support. Even people who had never met Savannah felt the weight of the story. Because this wasn't about fame, it was about vulnerability. An elderly woman taken from what should have been the safest place in the world, her own home. Law enforcement continued canvassing the area, reviewing neighborhood footage, and following up on tips. The sheriff publicly stated they believed Nancy was abducted while she slept. That detail alone shook people. The idea that someone could enter quietly, leave no obvious chaos, and take an elderly woman without immediate detection raised terrifying questions about how calculated this may have been. Naturally, speculation online exploded. Some wondered if it was targeted. Others questioned whether someone known to the family could be involved. Police have not confirmed any suspects or motives, and they've emphasized that rumors remain just that, rumors. Still, the lack of answers only fueled public unease. Every unanswered question made the case feel heavier. As days passed, the silence became the loudest part of the story. No sightings, no confirmed leads released publicly, just a growing awareness that this wasn't a case that would resolve quickly. Investigators urged anyone with even the smallest piece of information to come forward, stressing that one detail could change everything. What makes this story linger is how suddenly normal life cracked open. One missed church service, one unanswered call, and suddenly a family and an entire nation is waiting for answers that may not come easily. Savannah Guthrie has spent her career delivering the news. Now she's living inside one no family ever wants to be part of. And until Nancy Guthrie is found, every detail matters. Every hour counts. And the question that started it all still hangs in the air. How does someone vanish from their own home without a trace? Because whatever happened that night, it wasn't ordinary.